We're here with one of the wonderful performers from the show. Tell us how this all came to fruition for you.
I'm a student at the California Institute of the Arts, and Lenka had worked there, the director, before, and held auditions for the chorus at our school. So
very interesting outfits for the chorus. Very high-tech, very modern, very revealing. It was interesting for me to see. I thought it would be something like robe-like.
Yeah, so did we. I think it was a shock because when you think Greek theater, you think like togas and stuff like that. But yeah, it was totally new. It was neoprene, which is what wetsuits are made out of.
Oh my!
So it was a good workout.
I can only imagine.
It's like a sauna for an hour and a half.
And in the dress rehearsals, I'm sure that must have been interesting.
Yeah. Well, when we first got the costumes, it took some adjusting, that plus the sand. But
oh yeah,
you're a team of girls who get through it together. So
wonderful. They say that women that do musical theater are like the coolest ever because they can endure anything. Have you ever heard that?
I didn't know this was considered musical theater, but I have.
I consider it musical
Oh,
theater.
great. Yeah, it's such a good group of girls, and we've gotten really close.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here with two of the wonderfully talented gals that were in the chorus. I was so amazed by all the stuff you did with the costumes and the sand and not your typical chorus. Tell us, how was this experience for the both of you?
Number one, it was a complete blessing. It was a great opportunity to work with such an amazing cast of actors, and it was a journey through the chorus. You know, we didn't get to work with the rake stage or the sand until about maybe 4 days before we opened, or no, about a week before we opened.
Wow, that's almost unheard of.
Yeah, but you know, they're such a talented group of women that we just fused together, and it was like one voice, 12 women with one voice.
Oh, and it was like a fusion of like classical and modern, and you had the Persian music, and a lot of there's like little pieces of stuff that sounded almost like techno, especially when the electrocuted time was and all that. Like, how was that fusion of old and new and working with multicultural artists? How was that like?
It's interesting, you know. As an actor, you kind of have to really look for everything you can out of the show and out of, you know, all the elements that you're given to give your performance more and charge it more. And so to have the live musicians with us was truly a gift. I mean, and we got to work with them all the time, and, you know, so that makes it such a collaboration. And then to have the techno, you know, it just adds like an extra thing, and it honestly, I think it helped us get a little bit more secure with our costumes, and, you know, different things add to, all elements are connected.
I could only imagine the blocking for this.
Yeah, the blocking was crazy, and we were in a really small rehearsal room, and once we got into the theater and we saw how big the stage was, we were like, whoa, you know, we realized what we would be taking on, but once we got on, it was totally different, and a lot of stuff we had to redo and choreographed just because the scales, you know, don't match, and some things that translate wonderfully in rehearsal just you can't even really pick up in a theater like this. So
and a lot of we worked with a choreographer for 4 weeks, and one of the things that we were exploring was this minimal movement that was very precise, that exuded just a blast or a burst, I'll say, of emotion, but with the smallest movement. And I think after really filling up the space and working for those 4 weeks, I think we achieved it. And we were so thrilled to be able to find moments that really, like, this emotion would settle in, but it would just settle in with a simple just collapse of the chest, you know, and it became something that, like, all 12 of us at the same time could feel.
Yeah, you have very good synchronicity with each other, all of you.
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
Great, thank you so much, girls. Thank you.